back to another episode of Glitchhikers. It's Fodian. Unfortunately, quitting mid-restart our journey in the park, but that's alright. We're just going to have another stab at it, and hopefully our glitch pod will work. If not, I'm going to assume it's just intended that we're not supposed to talk to that person. So let's go and see what we find. So it says walk up in whichever direction. You can complete your journey. By pressing dot. So, it doesn't say anything. Pause your music to speak if you want. So I should be able to pause. Okay.
Hello. Welcome to Some Awe, a meditation on wonder. What happens?
Okay, we're going to E in the sky. Alright, let's go somewhere on the park map because I don't want to do the same thing. Cute, open glitch pod. Yeah. Right. Last time we were over there.
There's a cloud in the sky that I see. It persists even as the sun goes down. I look
Does that
up
mean I'm here now?
and I pray.
Oh yeah, I am.
It recedes,
It's actually the same thing, isn't it? There's confetti and stuff.
but it
Oh, well, let's go for
existed before I came around.
the stuff's over there, so we can get there.
But wouldn't it be great to see that rift recede? See the stars it hid so jealously from sight. I've gotta say, I've had a million dreams where I'm bathed in light that's older than the sky.
I can't tell if we can
Than the sky!
I think there's so much talking down here, let's just go this way. Yeah, that was the thing that was spinning.
The sky!
Let's go on the other side of it right now. Oh yeah, there's some lights I kept going past, so it should be over here, right? Oh, you're not on this bed.
There's a river
Oh, I'm so sad.
upon
Anyway, it's not
which I stream.
they were here.
I'm unsure whether we can coexist.
I guess it's a different experience each time. That's good to know.
I can swerve, I can sway, I can lean, but it's a current
Just go different direction.
that I cannot resist. But wouldn't it be great to see that rift recede? See the stars that hid so jealously from sight. Gotta say, I've had a million dreams where I'm bathed in light that's older than the sky. Than the sky! Than the
What an interesting place to put a bench. It's just stare at the wall. I wonder if anyone comes if you sit down long enough. Oh, song's over. Are we going to have the lady speak to us? Oh, it's like a picnic bench. Oh,
Can you feel light on your skin?
Okay, yeah, we've heard this
The
already.
tangle of
Please can I
trillions
open it?
of
Okay, this time I
massless
can open my
particles
glitch pod,
bouncing
so
off
I
of you?
assume it was a glitch this time. I'm going to cheat and skip it, so
An igneous stone.
light speed. Is that
The landscape was lonely.
It's like a lighthouse, right? I don't think it gets
Through no fault of my own, I don't belong here,
There's a train in the distance there.
but this is my home.
When I blinked,
That day
maybe
there
like
was
every
fire,
time I tried.
next day there was sand. It sent me adrift, I didn't know where I'd land. The butterfly had flourished, the gale gale soon had blown.
Wonder where everyone's going.
I don't belong here. I don't belong here. But this is my home. I don't belong here. But this is my home. Sometimes I wonder
Should get up this playlist.
how it would be if I had gone under.
Let's find a map, shall we?
Just sank in the
We haven't seen
sea.
anyone this time round, huh?
I still would have washed up among the
Sorry,
debris.
I actually might be wishing I could do that.
I don't belong here, but this is where I will be. That day there was fire, next day there was sand. It sent me adrift, I didn't know where I'd land. The magma, the miles, the island had grown. I don't belong here, I don't belong here. But this is my home. I don't belong here. But this is my home. I don't belong here. But this is my home. I don't belong here. But this is my home.
Everything bends to the might of entropy. Even black holes fade, slowly leaching out their mass as Hawking radiation.
Last time, but I interrupted it because I wanted to talk.
You can find plenty of entropy all around you, too. It's in the fading echo of a bird call as it reverberates through the landscape.
I want to go somewhere more interesting. I want to go.
Organized sound waves becoming weaker, filtered, and scrambled by the space they move through. Or the flow of water during the spring melt,
Oh,
from
it's
ordered
like
snowpack to mountain stream to rushing river, and finally to the chaotic ocean, where it joins and mixes with all the water that ever has been and ever will be on this blue planet. Entropy is the penultimate journey for all things, from organized structures to diffused uniformity. It dims and disintegrates all over time. Mountains crumble. Stars go supernova. Materials get scattered and become the seeds of new order,
Map looks really
born on the winds of chaos. But with each cycle, some things are lost. It starts with the seed of the Big Bang. Perfect order, highest energy. Matter spreads throughout the universe as entropy takes hold on its way to uniform emptiness. A final, hollow triumph for order.
It's like stars.
But between those moments
The skies are
is chaos, complexity,
it's a plant.
life. And you, too. Still alive
This makes this a lot more
and still
sticky.
observing
The voiceover.
the exchanges of energy across the universe.
Is that it? What's it mean, dude? It's about the light and the plants. I don't know. Oh, there's all sleeping over there. Ah, and I got the pause this time. Excellent. Oh, and there's all the mushrooms. Hello. Hello, Walker. Okay, these are both very rude. We're just going to say hello. Hello. You are curious. What brings you to our forest? Ah, I suppose I'm looking for answers because I want to figure out how to talk to people. I'm looking for answers. Perhaps you will see the forest for the trees. Recognize the unity of us, of you. I look around. Okay, go on. The forest is home for us. Here you are a visitor, but that is okay. The forest is yours as well. Together we survive this world. We grow from what came before. We live amongst those on the same journey. It is a hard world. The systems want to clear cut us. You too. They see only market value. We know we are worth more. We know you are worth more. But here we survive. We thrive. We're part of an ecosystem. We sustain ourselves. We are sustained. We are multitude. We are multitude. We are social beings. We can't always survive alone. But together, as an ecosystem, we can survive. We are one, and we support one another. As this fallen old one supports us, as the forest supports us, roots stretching far beneath the world, intertwined. We know when we find ourselves. We know when we find each other. We talk along these roots, along mycelial networks of allied fungi. Oh, I learnt about that actually. Yeah, plants, they communicate with each other through fungi under the ground. It's quite interesting. We tell each other of dangers of insects or disease. We send our sugars to those who struggle above branches. Through sunlight. Do not impose on others, creating a perfect lattice work of cooperation. These all seem very rude. I guess I'll say this one. Support for friends or family is vital. We cannot always rely on others, but we must not expect that we can survive alone. Others' support help us when we need it, lift us up when we fall. Yeah, I think that's true. We support each other because it creates resiliency for all. If one sickens and falls, it may create new nutrients for us all, but it also creates a hole in the canopy. Temperatures rise, moisture evaporates. Sickens and falls, it may create new nutrients for all, but it also creates a hole. Oh yeah, sorry, and all suffer. We do this for each other. Your systems do not do it for us. Systems interfere. They think they know better. We support each other. We support you too. Our resiliency is your resiliency. One world. Will you be resilient, Walker? I can try. Will you help me? Let's try that. Will you help me? Of course. We're all here to help you, Walker. Share our support. We support you as we support each other. We will share our sugars. If you need, we will share our hopes and dreams. We must survive. It is the ultimate prerogative. Cool. Let's get a good look at them. So we got kind of like tools. Where are we got them? Yeah, are they on a dead tree? That's not really nutrients. Be resilient, Walker. Okay, that's it. I'm just chilling. Still got the mushrooms going on. It looks like there's another portal. I guess we did make it to the grove, huh? Oh, right, this I got to pop back on.
Beyond the edges of the atmosphere, lies the incredible vastness of space. But that vastness is far from empty. From the beginning of time, countless neutrinos have been moving through the cosmos at nearly the speed of light. And new ones are born all the time in the hearts of stars and nuclear reactors. Our universe is full of neutrinos. But neutrinos are nearly impossible to measure. Despite the fact that there are so many of them, they rarely interact with anything in the universe. Neutrinos stream through matter as easily as they move through the vacuum of space. About 100 billion neutrinos are passing through every square centimeter of your body right now. But you won't feel a thing, and not a single neutrino will make contact with any of your 7 billion atoms.
Oh, it's them! Okay, hopefully we can interact this time.
These numbers don't...
Yes, we can actually turn off the thing. Ooh, we did it! Right. Gosh, would you look at that sky? The infinity of the universe laid bare before us, veiled as it may be by the atmosphere and the light bouncing around inside of it. I want to say I can see the pixels to see if we get some fourth wall breaking going on. Oh no, not one of those people who thinks we're living in a simulation, are you? No, I'm not. I can tolerate the holographic universe principle, but that's it. Isn't that like flat earth people who thinks we're living in a hologram? I think that's worse, to be honest. I love studying physics. It's an exercise in understanding how it all works out there as a way to really appreciate the complexity of the universe we live in. Yeah, you are the same person that was in the car last time. But that's the wonder of consciousness. The universe doesn't care if we understand it, but we can still thrill in the attempt. But everyone's just called Hiker. Maybe we should start assigning names, but I don't know. Yeah, an X. We were talking about this before. I have an ex that used to talk about that all the time. We'd go flying out beneath the night sky and they'd muse about how indifferent the universe is to us. Lifetimes will blink away and it'll carry on into infinity. And yet they'd say, as we settled into the 2 small seats of some swing set. Oh, swing set. We saw that swing set. Maybe this is the swing set they're talking about. Here we are, nonetheless. Here we are able to love and to make art and to study physics. Oh, what do you think? That artist is their ex. In an attempt to understand and make it and appreciate it all, we have that ability despite the universe's indifference. Our presence, our lives, our loves exist because of the universe and as a part of it. I think I said this before. I think consciousness, it all comes down to the miracle of consciousness. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, like, take crows for example. Here's this bird, this species that might seem so much like so many others. We might marvel at bird flight, but existing alongside them we take so much for granted. You know, crows are very smart, and yet it seems so... and yet crows, they're smart, like so smart. They use tools, but they don't just use tools. They can be taught how to use 7 different tools, and then use that knowledge to solve 7-step puzzles using those tools in new ways. Yeah, that's true. They can also mimic speech. They know how to do what's it called? Water displacement works. They use it in play. They recognise human faces. They have their own communication and different words for things. And they create enemies for people who have harmed them before, and they befriend people who have helped them before. They'll bring you trinkets over time if you bring any bonds with them. They're really interesting creatures. Oh, here you go. They remember faces and can even pass that knowledge to other crows, to their children. They know what day of the week is garbage day. Crows from different regions have different dialects. All true? That means they effectively have language. Yep. My ex really likes crows. Yeah, people do treat them with disdain. But I'm just going to say I too love crows. Sometimes it's just nice to live in appreciation of something. It doesn't need some deeper analysis. The universe created crows and the universe created us, and we can look at crows and we can understand complexities of consciousness and flight and problem solving and language. Do you realise how complex these things are? And all of it exists on this one tiny world in this vast and different universe. We exist. We exist. How wild is that? It's wonderful. Let's not go to the damn simulation. Wonder. That's what it is. They doodled a solar system in the sand at our feet as we swayed on the swings. Oh yeah, so maybe it is the artist, because they said they created this forest by painting it. Planets circling the sun, even those distances practically unfathomable to us, and there's so many different suns, so many different worlds. What else is out there? And somewhere in the middle of all of it, here we are, together for a time, experiencing the complexity of each other, the complexity of love, of trying to know someone else, almost as well as you know yourself. And now here we are, you and me, here now, looking up at the sky. Cool. That was nice. Look at that sky. Yep, that's the sky, alright. I wonder if we can find an exit. I think I'm gonna go down here. Let's put our music back on.
What really makes sense to us, though?
Oh, not quite music.
100 billion neutrinos? Atoms numbering 7 followed by 27 zeros?
The neutrino podcast.
They can't properly communicate the sheer scale. There are plenty of mental exercises to capture the scale of a billion. But my favorite is the simple truth that it would take 100 years to merely count to a billion. And that's assuming that you can reliably say numbers like 423,786,305 within a few seconds. But those numbers are inside you. They make you. You contain unknowable complexities.
How long this goes on for?
It's a dark, dark world.
Okay, let's get the gate. Of course, we have to. Oh, take oh no, we're gonna get
what you get. You should give it away. No friends, just foes.
Yeah, we can't go any further. Is that a little skull? Okay. Yes, we go back.
No, think, just go.
Oh, this is...
Just go.
I think this is the next end journey. Well, there we go.
Thanks for listening to Some Awe. This program was made possible by grant funding for the arts and through the support of listeners like you.
Spooky.
Think back to that invisible light from the Big Bang, redshifted far beyond red. The cosmic background radiation,
Show me the story.
ancient photons, electromagnetic refugees fleeing from the moments when the very first atoms came to be. When the universe had cooled and spread enough for there to be disparity, where there had been oneness, now there was matter and void. Now there was separation. Now there was light and there was darkness.
Very vibey, pretty. I'd like to have a park like that. Get credits go. Thank you for joining us.
I
More
think
journeys
I've
today.
heard this one already. One goes.
I will see you next time with another journey. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, comment and subscribe.